So, I'm not too sure how this vlog is going to go this week because I am recording it on the brink of insanity.
You're not insane.
More on that later. Hello.
You got a lot more to talk about than me, so I will just leave you to it.
Are you heading downstairs?
Go get some work done.
Alright, see you later then. First things first though, thank you so much for all the lovely comments on our video last week. It was the first time that we've uploaded a song in a really long time. If you haven't seen it, please do go and have a listen. We did Benson Boone's Beautiful Things and it was a lot of fun to get back recording music. I think Rupert had a lot of fun recording the song with us too. So back to this week. This morning I left Poppy for the first time in, what, 6.5 months? So the longest that I've left her for is an hour to do the school run, there and back to pick Rupert up. That's the longest I've left her in, yeah, 6.5 months. So I went to get my hair done this morning. And so Jamie had her at home, he did an amazing job. She was not keen to go to bed without me, but he managed and got there in the end. So well done Jamie and well done Poppy. But yeah, I went to go and get my hair done. I normally go done in Stamford, but I just couldn't make the journey there this week. I have a wedding on Saturday, which I'm so excited about. But does anybody who lives in like a hard water area and who has blonde hair or like blonde highlights, does it really affect the colour of your hair? Because I have been struggling with my hair so much these past couple of years. It used to look absolutely incredible. The wonderful Megan at Megan Hair in Clitheroe, which is where my mum's from, used to do my hair when I sort of lived a little bit more that way. And she's just out of this world. She's absolutely amazing. And ever since I sort of moved to London, I've been in Norfolk, the water's been really hard. I just can't get the blonde back that I had like on my wedding day. And it's so frustrating. Like I always leave the salon incredibly disappointed. Yeah, and just not feeling great about myself. Because when you're postpartum and you are literally giving everything to another human all the time, when you do find the time to just go and like treat yourself and like get your hair done or get your nails done or whatever, you want to walk away feeling really good, and I just don't. I walk away feeling even more rubbish. So yeah, does anybody else live in a hard water area? Is it affecting you? Because it's definitely affecting me. And also just since pregnancy, I don't know if it's having a bad effect on my hair, but I just can't seem to get the blonde back. Can't seem to get back to where I was on the hair front. Anyway, moving on. So yeah, this weekend we have our first wedding of the year, I think of the year. Yeah, first wedding of the year. It'll also be the first time that I've properly been away from Poppy for longer than the couple of hours this morning, and the first time that I will have seen like a big group of friends since like having Poppy. Lots of people will be there that we know, and I really can't wait. The dress code is morning suits and hats encouraged, which I love a little bit of a traditional wedding. And it's been so long since I have worn a hat to a wedding, so I thought, do you know what? Why not? We can cover up the blonde hair. So I was like looking online for some inspiration. So I was sort of going for like blush pink tones, that sort of thing, because I've rented a beautiful dress from Needle and Thread via her. I'm so excited to wear it. I will show you later on in this video what it all looks like together, but it's absolutely stunning. So can't wait for that to arrive and try it on. But back to the hats. So this, yeah, that was the inspiration. I found this one hat that I just absolutely loved, and then I looked down at the price tag and it was over £200 for this hat. I mean, hats aren't cheap, but considering I'll probably wear it like once and for a few hours, I thought that's ridiculous. How hard can it be to make your own wedding guest hat? So I went on Etsy, great website, and found a like hat suppliers called Petersham's, and they do all sorts of like hat bases and accessories and things. So I was like, oh, okay, so like shopping around, like, oh, I like that. Anyway, I ordered a few bits, so it's arrived. So this is the kind of look that I'm going for. So I basically got a lovely hat base, just very simple, elegant, very My Fair Lady. And then I got these lovely blush pink flowers. I don't know if you can see. Is that better? Can you see those pink flowers? Yeah, beautiful. So the idea is for me to use a hot glue gun and do something like that, potentially. And then I got a headband from the same supplier, and then I'll hot glue gun that and maybe sew it in as well. So eventually, yeah, put that on. So I'm going to do that in a moment and give it a go and see what it looks like. But all of this together cost me £39. £39 instead of over £200. And I'm hoping to create the same desired effect as my inspiration images. Right, before we get on to hat making though, I feel like I need to give you a little postpartum update, because I am really struggling. I'm really struggling. It has just been the longest, hardest 6 months in terms of sleep. I am so lucky to have such a happy, smiley little girl who is just coming on in leaps and bounds. She has only recently turned 6 months and she's already so close to sort of like crawling, like pushing up on all fours, planking. She's itching to get going, just like her brother. But the sleep, oh my goodness, the sleep is truly horrendous. It's absolutely horrendous. And I'm just at my wit's end. I don't know at this point what I'm doing wrong. She is sleep trained, so I didn't do any official sleep training. We didn't do cry out or anything. It took a really long time. It took like 3 months worth of just settling her really gently, taking her off me because I'm still breastfeeding her, and just a little bit earlier each time so she's not got that feed to sleep association. And I just waited until she was super calm, but still tiny teeny bit awake. And then I would sort of put her down on her side, continue the patting and the shushing, and then obviously she'd sleep on her back, and that was that. And she would go off in her cot. And we just did that. I did that so slowly over 3 months, and eventually like she got it to the point where at bedtime now I give her a bottle. So that's the 1 bottle feed that I do. We have a really good burp. I'll sing her a little song and I'll put her down in bed, and 9 times out of 10 she will roll over onto her tummy. She's a tummy sleeper now, and she will go straight to sleep. So like sleep training done. She can do it. She can self-soothe. She self-soothes throughout her naps. She self-soothes throughout the night. But the nights, she's still waking like 4 or 5 times in the night. I saw to her the night but last 9 times. 9 times. And according to the Yuka app, which we use, she needs sort of 11 to 12 hours of sleep a night. She had 8. She had 8 that night, and she only had about 9 last night. She's up so much. And she's got great wake windows. She's having appropriate naps in the day. It's taken me so long to get her to do like a 1.5 to 2 hour nap over lunchtime, like, and we're pretty much there now. She's been doing that consistently for about 2 weeks, so that's really great. She has a little shorter one in the morning. So again, you know, I feel like I'm doing the naps okay. She's sleep trained. So why is she waking so much? I check everything from temperature. Is she teething? You know, she's too hot, too cold. Her room is totally blackout. She has a bit of a white noise machine in there. You know, all the obvious things that people say, oh, you should try this. It's like, we're doing it. But she's just inconsolable after like 3 hours. She's awake. I'll go in, I'll, you know, give her a feed. Sometimes she's hungry, sometimes she's really not, and she's still just sort of waking. But Jamie doesn't do the nights. He, bless him, he's always really keen to help out. But at the moment, poor thing, like, it just makes things worse. Like, if Jamie goes in, she will scream 10 times louder, and her room is on top of Rupert's, so I get really like paranoid that she's gonna wake Rupert up, and then we've got another situation on our hands there. So I do the nights on my own. I have always done the nights on my own from day one. It means that Jamie has more energy during the day to run around after us, run around after Rupert if he's at home. So yeah, up until now, like, it has worked and I've gotten by, but I truly do feel so exhausted, and I have this intense mum rage where I'm just getting so like annoyed at tiny things, you know, reacting to situations that I just have an incredibly short fuse, and I'm getting really frustrated. I'm having to like take myself away into a quiet room for like 1 minute because I never ever want the kids to see me like explode or like have a moment. So, you know, I'm having to like just walk away. But I just keep saying to Jamie, like, I just don't know how much more of these nights like I can do. I'm probably getting 3 hours of sleep, 4 hours of sleep, and it's been the same. It's been that way since the day she was born. We had a horrendous 4-month regression with her. It lasted sort of 2.5 months of just waking up every 2 hours on the dot. And like I said, you know, she can self-settle. She is sleep trained. She can absolutely just take herself off to sleep if she wants to. So yeah, I'm just at my wit's end, and you know, any person out there, parent out there who's going through severe sleep deprivation will understand just how debilitating it is on your mental health, your physical health. And I'm just not sure like where to go from here. You know, she'll be 7 months in a couple of weeks, and all I want is just like one stretch, like maybe at the start of the night. If she managed 4 or 5 hours, great. You know, I don't have a problem going in to see her a couple of times a night. She's still really little, but up to like 9 times, I mean, come on, that's absolutely crazy. So yeah, I don't really know what to do or what to say on that front. It's just been incredibly difficult. On a more positive note though, Jamie and I have been to see a house twice now in and around the Oakham area, so not too far from Stamford. We really, really like the house. So you're thinking about maybe trying to go for it? I don't know yet. There's lots to think about because it is a project. And when I say project, the roof has got like a big hole in it. It's like leaking. Yeah, the kitchen is, yeah, it needs like a lot of work. So it's whether we want to commit to taking on a project of that size over the next like however many months. Rupert starts school in September 2025, so in just over 12 months. So we really do need to move to the area by then. So I don't know whether we have enough time to do a project, but we absolutely love it. Who knows, the channel might become like a renovation channel, and we can take on a big house project. So yeah, that's the house update at the moment. Another thing with the whole baby update, so I'm still breastfeeding. I really wanted to get to 6 months. That was kind of my goal. I breastfed Rupert for 20 months, which was, yeah, quite a long time. But with Poppy, I just sort of wanted to get to 6 months, and then anything after that is a little Brucey bonus. So I think I'm just gonna take it week by week, month by month now, and see how we get on. If we get to a year, amazing, but she's quite a hungry baby, so she might really enjoy food and taking the bottle a little bit more sooner than what Rupert did. I don't know. But yes, we've reached 6 months, woohoo! But while I've got the supply and it's going well, definitely just going to continue and see how it goes. But I definitely don't think it's helping with the nights because she just loves that comfort. She loves mum to go in, sit in the chair, have a little cuddle. And I totally get that. But I'm always torn. I'm always torn between, oh, yes, more sleep would be so nice, versus, oh, I just have this tiny little human who is only tiny for such a short period of time. If she wants her mummy cuddles in the middle of the night and she wants a little bit of feeding and a bit of comfort, like, who am I to say no? My sleep will come. I just feel like I'm aging, like, honestly. I mean, I'm all for aging gracefully, you know? I'm like, oh, new wrinkle here and there. But now I'm starting to Google, Botox. I'm joking. But yeah, it's definitely aging me. Sleep deprivation is just so hard. And I'm such a grumpy wife with Jamie at the moment. So poor Jamie too. Sorry, Jamie. I have waffled on long enough. Should we get hat making? Yeah, I might go and make a quick cup of tea. If I've got time before Poppy wakes up, I will start the hat. If not, I will start it as soon as I have time. So all we did was use a hot glue gun to secure the flower in place. If you don't have a hot glue gun, it really doesn't matter because most of securing the flower was just sewing. So a good old needle and thread just to make sure it was extra secure. Trimmed a few bits off, and then I did exactly the same thing with the headband. Used some glue to begin with and sewed it in place. Rearranged the flower at the end and done.
Voila! A hat is done.
It's the finished look.
Lovely.
I haven't done my hair and makeup yet, but I love
That looks great.
£39. What do you think Mummy scrubbed up well? Yeah, thanks, Ruth. So you're missing a tie and your dancing shoes. You got your tails on. Beautiful.
I don't think I've worn this since Ash's wedding.
Well,
7 years ago.
That's a long time, and it still fits. Yeah, very good.
I might get a haircut. And obviously I'll get a shave.
Oh, this is the third time I'm filming this final little segment for the vlog. I can't get my words out. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. I've had another rubbish night with Poppy, but I managed to get her down again at 6. She just needed more sleep. 6 o'clock is slightly too early for me for her to wake up. So she's back down. Rupert is still sleeping because he'll be 3 at the end of August, and he's just dropped his day nap now. No more day naps for Rupert. It happened about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it was instant. It was just becoming more and more difficult to get him to sleep. He's always been a fantastic sleeper since he turned about 13 months old. And he was just, he was able to communicate to us and say, "Look, I'm not tired, I don't want sleep." I mean, he didn't say it quite like that. He said, "I'm not tired, I don't want sleep." But, you get the gist. So he's dropped that nap, and do you know what? He's been fine. So he's been going to bed earlier now, 7 o'clock, 7:15, and yeah, he sleeps through. So he's clearly getting his good sort of 12 hours at night, and that's enough for him to sort of get through the day and keep going. So it's a strange one because I quite like the peace and quiet of having both kids asleep in the middle of the day. Now I've always got Rupert running around, but in a way it's a little bit easier because I'm not planning the day around Rupert's nap. I only have one child's naps to think about, so that's been a little bit easier. Anyway, the final thing that I really wanted to talk about, I feel like it's my duty as a mum to share this with other mums, but everyone in general. So my sister-in-law recently introduced me to an app called Yuka, so Y-U-K-A. Sorry, just to be very, very clear, this is not an advert or anything like that. I just want to share something that is transforming my life. So Yuka is an app where you can basically use your phone to scan any barcode on loads of beauty products, food products in a supermarket, and it tells you if the ingredients are good for you or bad for you. I'm new to this. Maybe it's like a well-known thing, an app. Do people already know about it? Because I certainly didn't. So I have been having a huge clear out of all of my products like shampoo, conditioner, makeup, body washes. I really don't use a lot anyway. I barely used anything for 6 months because I like to just not even wear perfume, makeup around Poppy because she's got really sensitive skin. But it's getting to the point now where I was like, right, I need to find something that works for me, that's good for my skin, it doesn't dry me out, but it's also fine for Poppy and Rupert. Because I think the turning point is I found out that there were some really harmful chemicals in some children's products that I'd been using, so from some very well-known children's bath brands. Don't want to call them out because it's not what I do. But yeah, I was really disappointed with the content of the ingredients and the harmful chemicals that were essentially going on a Poppy and Rupert's skin. And it's like, wow, these products are sold to you as amazing, great for sensitive skin, no nasties. And when you actually look into it, they're still full of nasties. So I've stripped it completely back, and I have discovered goat's milk soap. So I've been going a little bit mad and buying loads of goat's milk soap. So I've got 2 companies, Ganders Goat and the Chuckling Goat. And both bars of soap are lovely. So Ganders Goat, this is body wash and shampoo. So I've actually given this to Jamie. This is Jamie's new routine because he just needs a little bit of simple shampoo, as do the kids. I mean, I probably wash their hair. I probably wash Rupert's hair once a fortnight. I'm not joking. Barely gets washed. So yeah, and so far so good. It smells amazing. goes on your skin like a little bit, it's like soap, well it's soap, so it feels a little bit sticky, but then as soon as you sort of wash it off, don't even need to moisturise. Skin is so soft, it's lovely, love it. And then the final thing that I'm testing out at the moment is from the Cornish Seaweed Bath Company. So they use seaweed in all of their products as like the main ingredient to create their shampoo, conditioner, face wash, a lovely facial oil that I was using last night that's been really nice. And so far I'm really impressed. And the best thing about it is that I scanned the barcodes of some of these products, 100 out of 100 on the Yuka app. Perfection. Oh, they are superb products to be using. So I'm really chuffed. So just making lots of changes, getting rid of the hundreds of random hand creams and moisturisers that I've got lying around in the cupboard. And I'm stripping it back to good old bars of soap. And it's great. Just wanted to share that final bit with you and say thank you for watching as always. We should be back in a week or two with another song. So Jamie has written a beautiful instrumental for the bride and groom at the wedding this weekend. It's the song that the bride will be walking down the aisle to, and I won't say what it is because this vlog's going live before the wedding, but it's really stunning and a very romantic song. I think it's quite a well-known song. So we're hoping to do a cover of that in the next couple of weeks, and get back singing a little bit more. But anyway, enough from me this week. Do head over to our Instagram tomorrow. We will post pictures in our wedding finery. Can't wait to go and have some fun with friends. It's been long overdue, but I better go and get Poppy up and Rupert up now because they've had a lovely lie-in this morning and they won't nap or sleep. Poppy won't nap or sleep tomorrow night. Thank you everyone, lots of love, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks.